Life is beautiful and complicated.
But the good news is it gets even less complicated and more beautiful, albeit more chaotic as we grow.
So why not grab a drink?
And let's enjoy the chaos together. Hey, y'all.
For those that just watch on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, they can't see you. Wave.
Like, why do they pause? Why do they pause? What's the pause for?
Okay. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome to Enjoy the Chaos.
Guess what? We're back. Again. Another week. Another show.
So, we're trying.
Yes.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
And I feel like it's been a little overdone on social media here lately. I mean, for the love of Pete, it was on Hoda and Jenna.
Today Show. Yeah.
Yes.
But
we're trying America's Dad's cocktail.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks said it was good.
You know what he called it?
Diet cocaine.
Diet cocaine. Diet Coke plus the champagne Diet cocaine.
Yes. I only learned that because I saw Elizabeth Banks drinking it today.
Oh, yes.
In a reel.
Yes.
And I love her, too.
Oh, she is good.
She's one I feel like I could be friends with in real life. There's like a handful of celebrities that I want to meet, like Chrissy Teigen and Reese Witherspoon.
Instant friendship.
And I feel like she'd be one.
Yes.
But we're trying the Diet Coke and champagne.
That's right.
Today.
They're like, oh, well, there's a Tom Collins, so now there'll be a Tom Hanks.
The Tom Hanks.
He was like, nope, it's Diet cocaine.
Diet cocaine. And you've had it.
Tom. I did.
Where did you see it first to try it?
So Chad saw it on TikTok, I think. I think he saw it on TikTok. And so then he did a little research, and then we saw it. I think it was the Today Show. And I was like, maybe not. Don't quote me on that. But he did. He is the one. I was like, let's try it.
It's not Jimmy Fallon. It's the other guy with the glasses.
Yes, that's what we watched.
Used to be affiliated with Jon Stewart, and now he has his own show.
Yes, that is exactly what we watched.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Basic white guy with glasses show.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry, basic white
guy. And everybody out there like,
but Tom Hanks came on your show, so you must be important.
Yes.
So that's what we're having today.
And I want to see your reaction.
Now, number one, I've not had a Diet Coke in a minute. So I may just geek out over the fact that I'm having some Diet Coke.
That's right. That's so true.
Let alone that it has my favorite thing in it.
That's exactly right. So it's like 2/3 Diet Coke and then pour the rest up with some champagne of whatever.
Yes, we use Prosecco because that's what we do. But it's good for you. It's Diet Coke, sugar free.
Let me see your reaction. I'm going to stop.
Oh my gosh.
So what do you think? Did you think that's what it would taste like?
No, not in 1,000,000 years.
Me either.
It tastes like a Coke float.
That's exactly what Chad said.
Yes.
Chad said, he's like, it tastes like a Coke float.
But I've never drank champagne and felt like it tasted vanilla.
Me either at all.
But what
in the world? I don't know.
Right. Episode over. We got to go.
It's been fun.
We just got to come spend some time with America's Dad's cocktail here. The Diet Cocaine.
I mean, I know we'll rate at the end, but it is nothing what I anticipated. Mm-mm. Even B was like, wow.
Wow. Right, B's already done with hers. That tells you how good it was.
Yeah.
Sorry, B's mom, if you're listening.
That's right. That's right.
I'm so glad to be back. I know you say we're back. We're back every week. But there's more weeks that I'm grateful for this than others.
Yes.
And this is one of those weeks.
I'm so glad.
And we talked about finding your people.
Yes.
And y'all are my people. I don't know if B wants to be dragged into this mess and be my people, but sorry, you're my people, B.
Sorry, B.
Yes, the show, the people. Y'all are my people.
Part of the people.
And I think it kind of goes back to the fact that you have to have something that's just for yourself.
Yes.
You have to have something that you enjoy doing with people you enjoy doing it with, so that when your life is a true shit show, as sometimes they are, you've got a little bit of break.
100%.
So love it.
That's right.
And on the way here, it was funny because we have a playlist that my friends have shared. It's called Beach Baby because it's a good beach playlist. But it's everything from like Two Live Crew to John Michael Montgomery.
Oh my, yes.
Like I took a picture and I was like, I promise I've been listening to worship all day. But when I'm on the way to this podcast, driving in the rain, and I'm listening to Two Live Crew, please tell my mom that I listen to Jesus music most of the day. I didn't die listening
80% of the day
Here,
was spent.
Kitty, but the last,
everybody, there are others out there that is doing the same thing, Sarah.
But the last song that came on when I was on the way here was Wilson Phillips' "Hold On."
For one more day.
Yes. Oh my God. I just feel like the universe puts things in your life when you need to.
Aww.
And I know everybody that was around me in the car just knew I was a psychopath because and you hold on, baby. You just got to hold on.
Oh my gosh. I love that song.
One more day. But
that takes me way back.
So do you remember a few weeks ago when I mentioned that I learned how to program my coffee maker?
I do remember this. Yes.
And it has legitimately
such a great life hack.
Changed my life.
I love that.
Legitimately changed my life to learn how to program my coffee maker. I have consistently kept it up. I almost feel like I have a little butler making my coffee in the morning, even though I was the butler that got it ready the night before. But when I wake up and it's already done, it's just one less thing I have to worry about in the morning.
Yes. I love that.
Which kind of got me thinking.
Yeah.
What are some other things that you already do, either unknowingly or that you can start doing to make your life easier?
I agree. And I think there are things that we start doing that does make our life easier. And we forget, hey, if we didn't have that in our life, it would be even more chaotic than it already is.
Right.
You know? So
right.
when we started talking about life hacks, I was like, okay. Because of course we started looking at things out there that maybe we did or did not do. And I was like, wow, there's some really good ones out there.
Right.
That makes sense. Why have we not?
And things that you don't have to
easier
even think about.
Yes.
But now
it just comes second nature.
When I see them on paper, I'm like, why didn't I think about that?
I did not think about that, people.
Why wasn't I already doing that?
I agree. Well, so you and I talked about this, and you had some really good ones. What was some that you had?
So one thing that I found, and this goes back to being productive, and people that are productive and have discipline have the most organized schedules. I think we talked about that.
Yes.
The other day, but not to hit the snooze button. The extra minutes that it gives you on your day to not hit the snooze button. And since I've started doing the 75 soft and I've been having to get up to read my pages, which oddly enough, the reading has been the hardest part of that. Because I wasn't a reader.
Oh, yes.
But drinking a gallon of water and working out is easier to me than reading. And it's just 10 pages.
I would absolutely be that way.
Yeah. So the reading has been the hardest part. So I've been getting up in the mornings, hence the coffee. But I don't hit the snooze button because I know I'm doing this thing. I got to get it done. And I haven't been hitting the snooze button. So that was one that I saw, that productive people and ways to make your life easier is not to hit the snooze. And then it got like super into your sleep and how the science behind the snooze. Because you ever notice your snooze is 9 minutes?
I actually thought mine was 8.
Well, or 8 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever it is. It's an odd time.
It is an odd time.
And so the snooze is an odd time because there's a certain amount of time that it takes you to get back into a REM cycle. And so your snooze goes off before you're back into that sleep cycle, which I didn't know that until this.
Your REM sleep is the best sleep you'll have.
Well, there's deep sleep and there's REM sleep. Yeah, deep sleep.
Maybe deep sleep is better. So REM.
But I think your REM probably is better because you only get like 16 minutes of deep sleep a night.
Yes.
So
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think you're right. But do you hit the snooze? Are you a snoozer?
I'm a snoozer. Chad hates that too.
So you get up before Chad?
Yes, I do. And I hit that snooze and he's like, bah.
How many times? How many snoozers are you?
She did not tell me she was going to ask this question.
I'm putting you on the spot. Gosh, like Dateline. I wish I had a microphone. Dateline NBC. How many times do you hit the snooze button?
At least 3.
What?
Yeah.
That's like 30 minutes.
I know.
I would not love that either. So why do you not set your alarm 30 minutes later?
I just feel
like if you know that you have that 30 minutes.
I think for me it's, which is totally not accurate, I know. But I'm like, okay, I set my alarm at 6 o'clock. So I know at 6 o'clock it's going to go off. So I have 8 minutes. So then I start getting up. Like I'm awake. Like I'm starting to get up. It's not that I'm like, let me go back to sleep another 30 minutes. Because I know it's only 8 minutes.
Okay.
I do not.
Actually, it's not 8 minutes. It's 8 minutes times 3.
Times 3. Well, yeah, because I'm hitting it more. That's right. But I should not do that. You're absolutely. I have noticed if I do get up and actually not hit the snooze button, I can get going quicker. I can get going quicker.
You're still looking for a New Year's resolution,
That's accurate. Yes.
So maybe it's not to be a snoozer. Maybe today's the day you don't snooze.
And
I was a bad snoozer. But now I've just learned that I have 2 alarms. I have a hair wash alarm and I have I don't have to wash my hair alarm.
I agree with that hair wash alarm.
Yes.
Woo.
So I just, depending on the night before, on whether it's going to be a ponytail day or what type of day it's going to be, I have 2 alarms.
And I do love that.
But speaking of things that make your life easier, if you're a snoozer, so that you don't disturb your significant other, there are alarm clocks, and you have to, I wholeheartedly think you have to train yourself into this.
Yeah.
But they don't make any noise. It's like the sunrise. It mimics the sunrise. So it's a light. The light wakes you up naturally, which is supposed to be easier on your body. It's less stressful. It's easier to get up because of the light. Now, I think your partner has to sleep with a sleep mask because the light's going to wake them up too.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
But it's probably a more natural way to wake up. But they also mimic the sunset. Like we have one that mimics the sunset. So Gene, at night, he does the sunset night, and he doesn't use it in the morning. Thank you, baby Jesus, because he gets up at 4:15. Or the Apple Watch now will vibrate, so it doesn't have to make noise. There's ways to get around it if your significant other is not one to want to wake up with you.
I think the Alexa does that. Like as far as the light, like it starts getting brighter. That's my Alexa. I noticed.
Okay.
I was wondering what the heck was that, but then when you told me about that, I was like, maybe that is what it's trying to do. She's really trying to wake me up, and I just don't want to get up. It's hard.
It is hard,
but I agree with it. Absolutely.
I remember when I was in high school, my parents were always awake. Like when I was awake, they were up. They were ironing their clothes,
doing their thing.
I felt like as I got older, getting out of bed would be easier.
Yes,
it's not gotten easier.
No,
not one bit.
No. Yes, I absolutely agree.
I crack like a glow stick when I step out of the bed. Just I'm tired.
About that age.
Yeah, about that
age. It's that 40-ish.
Yes. Do you meal prep? That was another huge one. The meal prepping.
No, I used to meal prep. I used to be very good at that.
Well,
but I'm not a very good meal prep. Listen, I'm on shakes right now.
I was going to say,
I bring my shake.
You're on shakes, yeah.
That's my meal prep. Put it in the bag.
But I read about the hours that you would save meal prepping.
I did. Yes.
And it does. So it takes some time on the front end. Does. So you have to spend some time on like Sundays.
That's right.
A friend of mine let me borrow a cookbook. It was called Cook Once, Eat All Week.
Ooh.
And
I love that.
You make, and it's a variety for people like me that don't love to eat the same thing every day. That's where I get burnt out. Like I need variety. So you cook the same ingredients on Sunday, but that you can make 3 to 4 meals with that throughout the week.
And I love that.
And it had leftovers. Like everyone had a leftover. So your dinner, you have it for lunch the next day. And so meal prepping is a huge one. And so we've started that since we've started the 75 Soft Challenge. And it really does make a huge difference because it's just there. And then
I love that.
With the cost of food now, I feel guilty if I've made it and I don't eat it.
Yes.
So meal prepping has really been a good productivity thing for me.
I love that.
And it's also helped us in the evenings because I'm not having to spend an hour getting dinner ready when I want to be doing other stuff.
Or even the decision of like, what are we going to eat?
When did it become our job? Like, where is that written down?
Worst.
Where in the marriage covenant is that we have to plan all the meals and clean the toilets?
Should we sign something somewhere?
I didn't say that in my
fine
vow.
print.
But that before Gene started the carnivore, that used to be our big like. I wanted to murder him every day. Like, what do you want to eat for dinner? Well, you pick. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care.
I don't care. Where is it my job to be the one that decides what we eat for every meal? It's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of anxiety. And I don't have a whole lot of anxiety, but that creates some anxiety for me. Like, I don't know what to eat.
Well, when you looked, what'd you find?
Yeah. Okay. So this is something I do. Is taking pictures of things. So taking pictures of business cards or receipts, putting that in an album on your on your camera. I used to take pictures of like receipts and just leave them in my photo album. Mm-hmm. Well, that wasn't really smart because then I'd have to go back, try to find them. Right. That was a mess, especially for tax purposes. So creating an album for receipts or business cards, I thought was, I saw it. And I'm like, I do some of that. And I take pictures of everything.
You do.
That. I'm a picture taker.
You are.
So I think I got that from my mom. But again, just an easy way instead of saving all that paper.
Which was smart. And I need to get like that because I'm a paper person.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm like the accountant's nightmare that takes like a shoebox of receipts up there that had been in my pocket for 6 months before.
We used to be that way,
But the pictures is a great idea.
Because I always lose it. And I'm being honest, like receipts, like if you look at, Chad he is a 1099 employee. So he is like, we can claim like dinners and things like that, certain things. And so when we take a picture of things, it stays on there. Paper receipts, if you a year later, like you don't even know what's on it anymore.
Yes.
Like there's no details.
Yes. Yes.
You may see the little ink print, of you signing it, but there's who knows what it is, So
exactly.
So it is a little bit better as far as documentation purposes.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And then I also listen, as we age. Don't we love this? Oh, when I saw it, I was like, no, but it's so true. And I am a nurse by trade, so this makes sense to me. So it's really good to keep medical information in your wallet. So say there's an accident, emergency, and you can't always get in your phone. Now, we do have opportunities in our phone to put like emergency contacts in there.
But if they can't get in it,
then you're just a hot mess. So keeping information that is well needed, like allergies, your daily medication, in your wallet somewhere that people can see. It is a standard for people to go to a wallet, especially emergency medical, like EMS, and see if there's something there that they need to know. So
I'm allergic to Phenergan.
Oh Lord!
And I found that out because I had to go to the emergency room in college, and they gave me Phenergan.
And then there was Sarah. And when you say allergic, tell me what happened.
I was sobbing, asking people for a quarter because I needed to use the payphone to call all the veterans that I know to tell them they could go have a free fried shrimp dinner at the Cracker Barrel.
Sarah.
like fighting, like pulling the stuff out of my arms. Like, I gotta use the phone. And plus, number one, I don't know any veterans. So I do. That's not true. My sister is a veteran. My sister-in-law is a veteran.
That's right.
But at the time in college,
you didn't know anybody.
I didn't know any. But I was so concerned to call these people and tell them they could have a free fried shrimp dinner at the Cracker Barrel. And I needed a quarter because I needed a payphone. And I'm not that old. We had cell phones in college, so I didn't even have to use the payphone. But I love it. And then I was also broken out in hives, which is probably worse than the hallucinations. But when I finally was back in my right mind, they were like, "You need to never take that again." Yeah,
like this is now listed everywhere.
Like you need to never do that again.
No more Phenergan for you.
But that's the fix to everything.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to give you Phenergan. Just have Phenergan.
Well, and it makes you just normally makes you sleepy.
No.
Normally makes you sleepy. But yeah, so medical information in your wallet.
So this is adult. This was a very adult find that I found on Life Hacks, and it was the 50-10 rule.
Yes.
At
tell
work.
Me about that. Yes. Yes.
Lord knows we need to implement this at our office. But you take your hour, 50 minutes of that hour, you have to focus on the task at hand. Yep. Knowing that 10 minutes of that hour is when you get to be social.
Yes.
You get to check social media. You get to get up and talk. You get to do whatever you want to do.
It's like an outlet.
And it's not necessarily feasible in every work environment.
That's right,
I get, but a lot of them it is. Because when you're realistic, like who's productive 60 minutes of the hour at any job, even the most regimented job.
Yes.
So you have to kind of get in that mindset. And it even said that you could do 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So however you want to break up your hour, but you know that 50 minutes you're going to be on the task. Yeah. And then 10, you get to be social.
I think that's great.
Which sometimes we do the opposite.
True.
Which is fine because we're still very productive.
We are productive.
But there's some days when we have 10 productive minutes, 50 social minutes, to be honest. Which is, again...
And to be able to...
if we just
swap that around.
It would be great.
Just imagine.
Just imagine what would happen.
Imagine. But yeah, that's a good one.
And this was not realistic for us because most of the communication in our building is done through email.
Yeah.
But I did like it. And I think it could really translate to a lot of people is that you set an auto reply on your email that you respond to messages at 2 times a day, whatever 2 times you designate, whether it's like 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock or 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock, whatever it is, that you will spend that time responding to emails. Right. And if it's an emergency, you provide a phone number, somebody can pick up the phone and call you.
Yeah.
Because what they said happens is that you are focusing on a task, but then you hear that ding, you stop that task, you go to your email, you swap to another task. then you try to go back. And so it's a lot of ping pong. And there's a lot that comes to your email that's not emergent.
Yeah.
So that you could just, put that off and actually finish your thing.
So much more
so it doesn't carry over to your to-do list the next day.
Like, think about your brain.
Yes.
Having to jump from one thing to the other. I think that is very unproductive.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yes.
So, I think that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And, there was that one I saw, made me think of Sarah, about freezing grapes to keep drinks or wine or whatever beverage cold, but you put.
So if I have leftover juice, leftover orange juice,
any juice,
pineapple juice, anything, cranberry juice, I freeze it. I bought some ice cube trays. I mean, they're 99 cents at the dollar store.
Truly.
Yes, legitimately. You can get them anywhere for cheap. And I'll freeze it.
Yeah.
And that way, when you're making a cocktail like a mimosa, you just pour your champagne and you pop out a couple orange juice cubes and put it in there.
Yes.
Or if you're doing a mule, you can use the cranberry cubes instead of ice cubes. So I do that. Or if you have fruit that's about to go bad, you can. Yes. I don't know what household this happens is, but if you have leftover champagne, you can freeze the champagne with the fruit in it, and that also makes
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was a good one. But the frozen grapes, that's a good one.
That.
Yes. So it doesn't water down your cocktails.
Yes.
Which works out really well. It is.
Yes. I love that. And then listen, we're all about health around here now. Don't you like when I say
now that it's 2023?
Now that we're 2023, we're doing better here at the Enjoy the Chaos. But drinking lemon water lukewarm in the morning balances your pH.
So I saw that. It boosts your metabolism.
Yes.
Now, that's like first thing, feet hit the floor. Before coffee, before anything else. For me,
but yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that.
Anything else is the first thing that should hit your belly.
So I listened to another podcast that I really like. It's 4 Things with Amy Brown.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's talked about the lemon water before. Yes. And that's something that I keep wanting to implement and I keep forgetting.
Yeah. You can do some cubes of lemon juice too. Lemon juice, or you put some lemons in it.
Because you brought those giant lemons to work.
Yes.
I should have frozen lemon juice. I didn't even think about that.
We had so many. I think we brought some home actually today.
That would have been great. Yes, I should have done that. I should have done that.
Just easy things.
A couple of things that I saw, or I actually do this as a mom. I keep a mom bag in the car.
That's good. Yes.
And it has Band-Aids, it has shout wipes, it has wet ones, and it has little Neosporin packets in it.
Oh, yes.
And that's all it is. It's just in the car. And I've been surprised at how many times I have to give an adult a wet one or a shout wipe, but they're really in there for the kids.
You're not talking about me at all.
No, I don't think I've ever had to give you a shout wipe.
I don't know. Probably a wet wipe. That's so true.
But that was a good one. And then you had the same thing written down. And I don't know why I've never thought about this, but to apply sunscreen with a makeup sponge. Because we're in the sun a lot in the summer. And that when I have to say, okay, let's do your face every single time. I don't want to do my face. It's such a hassle. And you're like rubbing it and scrubbing it and all the things. But to use a makeup sponge to apply your kid's sunscreen.
That was brilliant.
Yes.
I saw someone actually do it on a video where I get I use Saint, so where I get my Saint makeup. I think it was Southern Mom Beauty or something like that. But she was doing her kids over the summer, and I was like, that is so smart. Why didn't I think about that? Now, my kids are getting a little older now, but still,
no, I promise you, I'm going to put some makeup sponges in my beach bag. In my mom bag, I'm going to put some makeup sponges in there.
Yeah, I love that. It's really good.
And then, do you use Instant Pot?
I don't.
Oh, I'm obsessed with my Instant Pot. That and the air fryer.
Talk about that all the time.
That and the air fryer really have been game changers. The air fryer and the Instant Pot. Love them.
What is your favorite thing in the Instant Pot that you do?
Shredded chicken.
Ooh.
Shredded chicken and boiled eggs.
Oh my God.
Because you can put shredded chicken in everything.
Yes.
Like when you're doing soup or you're doing tacos or anything like that. Like shredded chicken, so easy. Boiled eggs, so easy.
And it cooks in no time.
No time, 6 minutes.
See?
From frozen.
Talking about a life hack.
From frozen chicken, people.
See.
Yeah, the chicken
we're missing the boat.
You are. And then the air fryer I really like too. Bacon is good in the air fryer. Chicken nuggets get done in the good. You can make steak in the air fryer.
Isn't that crazy?
It is really crazy. But
it's good.
You're not supposed to use a microwave.
Yeah.
We're anti-plastic, anti-microwave in our house.
Yeah.
All the other things that we're doing that are going to give us cancer, those are the 2 things that Gina singled out. But
So we're focusing on that.
That's right. So that's what we're focusing on.
That's what we're focusing on.
That's what we're focusing on.
That's right. What else you got?
Well, I did have I'm a today years old moment with the gas tank.
That's what I have next. Yes.
When your gas tank in your car, there's an arrow.
Who knew? B, did you know that there's an arrow that points to which side you actually fill up with gas?
That your gas tank
your gas tank's on?
Like there's a picture of a gas.
Check
sorry
it out.
for the bumps, y'all. But there's a picture of the gas tank and there's an arrow. The arrow is pointing on what side of the car that your gas tank is actually on. Because no matter how many years I have my car, I can never remember what side it's on. Especially when I go get gas at Sam's because it's always so busy and I get in a panic.
And you're like,
about what line to get in.
Yes.
Yes. But yes, it tells you. So that was a huge one.
See? Especially if you're driving somebody else's car. Like I remember driving Chad's truck and I was like,
Well, Gene didn't let me drive his car, so it's just mine.
That's true. But still, if you're driving someone else's and need gas,
that's right.
Look for the arrow.
That's right.
Look for the arrow before you pull in.
And one of my favorite things, and I actually do this, is to use Lazy Susans around your house.
That's such a good idea. You mentioned that. That is such a good idea.
For you young people that may not know what a Lazy Susan is, a Lazy Susan it's like a turntable.
Yes.
So it's just it can be a flat surface, like a tray that spins. They sell them at Walmart, Big Lots, all the places. I have one that is sectioned off that I keep on top of my bathroom counter that has all my products in it. And then you just spin it until you find the one that you want. But under your bathroom sink, if you put all your stuff on a Lazy Susan, you're not constantly having to reach back to see what's this.
So
you just
smart.
spin the tray and you can see what's in the front. People do it in their pantries with condiments, canned goods, like
so good.
All the things that you would normally stack. Yeah. You just have them on the Lazy Susan and then you can just turn it.
Yeah.
And that way you're not having to dig behind it. So I do that already. And that has been a good one for me, especially like it makes your clutter on the counter look better because it's all contained, but yet you can find it. Like mine, I think, is 4 sections, and I have 3 sections of skincare, and then like 1 of ponytail holders or something.
But it's not so. But that's so good.
But that one was a good one. I love to, and there's people that'll come and organize for you.
Yes.
Did you ever watch Marie Kondo on Netflix?
No.
She was like this precious little Asian lady, like super tiny, and she would come to your house and help you organize. And she would tell you like what you do is everything you own goes in the center of the room. And when you pick it up, if it doesn't immediately spark joy, you have to get rid of it.
Oh, that's good.
Like you have to thank it for what it did. And you're like, thank you, shirt, for scoring my husband in the nightclub, but I'm not ever going to wear you again. And then you get rid of it. So that's a little extreme. But then there's also services that'll come and like organize your closet your pantry or under the cabinets.
Right. And we've done our pantry and our closet for someone who's come
amazing.
In. And she literally told us that we had to go through all of our things, touch everything in our space and pull it out. So when they came in, it had to be a clean space, And she's like, no, and I'm telling you, if you've not used it in a year, you need to get rid of it.
And see, Jean's good about that.
Oh, what?
I'm not.
The stuff that we had, holy moly.
I saw a meme the other day that said something about when your kid turns 18 and moves out, you're like, here's a box of everything you ever drew in kindergarten. Like, you can take it with you.
Don't you want it?
I have it.
I know you do.
Keep it.
I probably do. I have their kindergarten stuff, but that's probably better.
I keep it. Like, every Monday, Barrett does weekend news.
I love that.
And I keep them because they're hilarious.
And so that is so good. If there's a nugget, take those little things that make you laugh.
So
that will
keep
make him laugh
them because they're so funny to me.
Yes.
But I like if he drew something and I thought he did a good job drawing it, or if it's got a thumbprint, a handprint, a footprint on
those
it,
I will keep.
You just might as well put that in my casket because I'm never throwing that away.
Isn't that funny?
Ever. You had a lot of stuff on your list. What else do you have?
I had stuff. So, the organized for sure. Yeah. And then I also had, when you're hot, I felt like as we are getting older, we are starting, or me, I shouldn't say we, me. I used to be so cold all the time, but now I'm getting hot. So they said like to run cold water over or put ice cubes on your wrists, and it'll instantly lower your internal temperature.
You can also do that with a brain freeze for ice cream.
Yes.
If you have ice cream, if you have an ice cream brain freeze, you put your wrist pulse point on something that's as cold as the ice cream, and it'll make your brain freeze go away.
Like that. Just immedially.
Whether it's the glass or an ice cube or something.
Good.
Yes.
I think that's great. I think that's
new.
Who knew? And then so we're beach people, right? Mm-hmm. So I always just forget. Like I immediately take my flip-flops off and I forget about them, right? I'm laying out, I'm doing all the things, enjoying where I am, don't even think about it. And then when it's late in the afternoon, I like go to put my flip-flops on and they are on fire.
Because they're 100 million degrees.
100 million degrees. So turn them over at the beach or at the pool so that way the sun doesn't actually burn.
Are you one at the beach that like takes your flip-flops off immediately at the end of the walkway, or you carry them to your stuff with you?
Well, I walk with them because the sand gets so hot for me on the way back.
Yes.
Because it has like baked in the sun, the sand. And so now my kids they'll flip them off totally.
Where else on the planet, other than the beach, do people just leave their belongings out everywhere?
It's just the beach.
Like we do it too. Like what is it about being at the beach that makes people become inherently honest? Because we do it too. Like Gene knocks his flip-flops off at the end of the walkway. Yeah. Barrett leaves his. Like we'll go set up our beach chairs, our cooler, the Bluetooth speaker.
Yes.
Like everything is there. And then we either go out in the water for whoever knows how long.
Yeah.
Or where we go to the beach, there's a restaurant that you can go up to and get food and cocktails, and we'll go up there for however long and just leave all of our worldly possessions out there.
And it's still there.
And it's still there when we come back. Like,
it's still there.
This is why beach people are better than anybody else.
Yeah.
I bet if you go to Antarctica, people are pillaging igloos left and right. I mean,
of all places, Antarctica.
That's why we don't go places that it's cold.
We are not going to Antarctica.
We're not going to places where it's cold. I bet people that are cold
come in my igloo.
Do not come in. But that's such a phenomenon that you just don't do that anywhere else.
I agree. Yeah.
Like,
it's so true.
If I was at Starbucks
Ooh.
I would not leave my purse on the chair to get up and go to the counter or the bathroom.
No.
But if I was at the beach, here you go.
It's there for whoever
here's a
wants
birth
to
certificate.
take it.
Just sit in the middle of the chair.
And there's some nice flip-flops and stuff there, shoes. I mean, you got the Birkenstocks and everything just hanging out right there.
There are. It's a different type of people at the beach.
It's just different. Yeah.
It is.
I agree.
But there's I mean, I think anything you can do to save yourself some time is a life hack.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be something amazing.
No, it could be a gadget. It could be
No, you did. Anything. What did you Google on Amazon that made up all the gadgets come up?
I think it was life-saving gadgets.
Okay.
Or life-saving gadgets, I believe is what I did. It was life hack gadgets. Let me say it right. Life hack gadgets on Amazon, because that's where I buy everything now.
Right.
Literally. And there was a lot of items that came up that I really hadn't thought about. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense to me.
I saw these little honeycomb sorters that you can put your socks in. That way you always know that your socks are going to be in a pair.
Yes.
Or your underwear, and they don't just get, lost in the drawer.
That's right.
So there's a lot. And this egg thing, I'm going to order this egg thing.
What kind of egg thing?
So it's like it almost looks like a boomerang that's on a stand. Okay. And then it has another one underneath it. And you drop an egg on the one, and it goes all the way to the second level until it's full. But then it only takes up like an egg's worth of space in your refrigerator because it goes in long ways instead of the huge carton that takes up a lot of room. Yes. I mean, I want to call it like a banana hammock for eggs, but it's an egg hammock, I guess.
That's amazing.
But I was like, oh man, this would save me a lot of room in the refrigerator.
I love that.
But there is
those eggs.
There's a lot of little products that can make our life easier. There's a lot of little time savers that you can do to make your life easier. And anything you can do your life easier, fam, just do it.
Just do it. I agree.
Opens up time for cocktails.
Yeah. Just like that. Just like that. Opens up time for cocktails.
It opens up time for cocktails. It can make your life easier.
Yes.
So, yes.
And I did read an opinion columnist from New York Times. And he had a lot of, I would say words of wisdom is what I would say about life. And so there was one that I really thought was good that I just wanted to share because I thought about it a lot. And it was, it's not an apology if it comes with an excuse.
Okay.
And so I don't know, as we think about life hacks and things like that, we do go to like opinions. So everybody has an opinion of what a life hack really is. But then as this individual started writing, he started giving words of wisdom to people about themselves, right? And so I'm like, okay, I can take that. But I was like, man, that's pretty good.
I'm sorry that I
It's
don't
not
like
an apology.
that, but you did blah, blah, blah that made me do that.
Yeah, when you do.
Yeah.
Let's don't do that.
But I'm sorry,
Let's don't
but
do
it's
that.
really your fault.
It's okay. And then when as soon as you put the butt in, it's like, what?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I don't know. But there were several on here. Y'all should check him out. His name's David Brooks. And again, he is a columnist from the New York Times. And it's just life learnings. And he has a lot of wisdom. I was trying to think if there was one more.
I read one that said, if you hate everyone, eat a snack.
Yes.
If everyone hates you, take a nap.
Yes. I love
and
that.
I thought that was true.
So
like,
good.
I 1,000% get hangry. Like 1,000%.
Oh, man.
And Barrett gets that from me. I mean, honestly, he does. I can always tell when he needs a snack.
Here's your snack.
And I basically need
snack,
a snack,
buddy.
all of them.
No, you don't. You're just so good on your 75 soft. You are.
Well, we'll see. We're not that far into it.
Yeah.
Long way to go.
Hey, you're doing good.
All right. You've had it before.
Yeah. Oh, this drink.
Girl.
Oh, Diet Cocaine.
Oh, Diet Cocaine.
Who would have thought?
I'm going to be back on the Diet Coke big time tomorrow. Like, y'all going to see me walking around with a 2-liter and a straw. Cause
don't ask what else is in it.
I hadn't had a Diet Coke in a minute. I told you. I'm like, ooh, I remember this. Hello. Hello, old friend.
It's good.
I'm going to give it a 6.
Yeah. I'm going to give it... And for those who have not tried it, please try it because you can't the flavor combo that you get when you drink it makes no sense for what you're putting in the glass.
No, not at all. It's very surprising.
Bizarro.
Yes, it's very surprising.
Yes.
I really like it. I thought when I was like, we got to do it because everybody else is doing it, but it's going to be so terrible. It's
That's
not.
Right. I know. So everybody's face, literally, if you're seeing it on social media, is legit.
It is legit.
They are not acting.
It is legit. And I just want to point out that April brought this teeny tiny bottle of champagne and these giant ass Diet Cokes. So we can't have another one. But it was good. The one that we got was amazing.
I'm the responsible one here.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It's good. Yep. A 6 for me.
B, what do you give it?
6 for me.
Ooh, is that even higher than the apple cider drinks we had in the fall?
Yeah, it was.
This is B's highest ever, a 7.
I should have brought an extra bottle.
Dang. Okay, 7.
What was I thinking?
I do like it.
Yeah, I do too.
All
I think
right.
it's great.
Well, y'all have a great week.
Have a great week.
And
See you
enjoy
next
the
week.
chaos.
Bye, y'all.
Don't forget to follow The Chaos on Instagram at EnjoyTheChaosPodcast_22. Facebook, Enjoy the Chaos with April and Sarah. YouTube, Enjoy the Chaos with April and Sarah. And don't forget to follow the blogs on the website at www.enjoythechaospodcast.org.